There are Taylor Swift tickets on sale now that cost as much as a brand new car.
It shouldn't come as a surprise that a great deal of transformation has taken place within the music business over the past few years. Streaming services have made it possible to listen to virtually any song or album at the click of a button. Gone are the days of purchasing CDs and records at your neighborhood record store. Remember those? But, as the ways in which we consume music have changed, so too has the industry itself.
Check, check one, check, check.
One of the most important shifts that has taken place in the music business over the past 10 years is the emergence of streaming services like Spotify, SoundCloud, and Apple Music. These platforms have made it simpler than ever before for people to access music, and, as a direct result, album sales have taken a significant hit. According to Billboard, album sales of the top-selling artists experienced a decline of 17% in 2017 alone. This is a quite large drop, and it is not difficult to comprehend the factors that led to its occurrence in the first place. Streaming services have made it possible for users to listen to music without having to buy a physical record. This has eliminated the need for consumers to buy albums in order to listen to music. Streaming music has made it more difficult for artists to generate revenue from the sale of albums. However, it has also opened up new opportunities for artists to generate revenue in other ways. One of the most important, live concerts. As the sale of CDs has become less of a priority in the music industry, live performances have emerged as an increasingly crucial source of money for a variety of musicians. In fact, even extremely successful streaming musicians like The Weeknd continue to rely on touring as their primary source of revenue for their careers, or, as one might say, to bring in the real money.
Show me the money.
Taylor Swift's record-breaking Reputation Stadium tour generated more than $100 million in revenue from ticket sales in North America alone. Additionally, the value of concerts cannot be reduced to the possibility of generating great money from ticket sales. That's not to say that this is not an important aspect, but they also provide the opportunity to generate significant quantities of cash through the sale of merchandise and, interestingly enough, albums.
Fans were lining up early this morning for the chance to buy official merchandise.
Because there are now tours that include a CD with the purchase of the ticket, album sales are now tallied based on the number of tickets sold. So, even though streaming services have made it more difficult for musicians to sell albums, they can still profit from their previously recorded work by performing it live. But, why have ticket prices for concerts increased so much in recent years?
You want answers?
First, let's talk about the reasons.
You can't handle the truth!
Then, at the end, let's see if there's anything we can do about it. So, stick around. If you enjoyed this so far, give us the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a beat. According to research that was conducted in 2019 and published by Forbes, the average price of a ticket for the top 100 tours in North America in 2018 was $95. This was the same in 2020 according to a report from the concert industry trade publication Pollstar. But, it's an increase from 2010, when the average ticket price was $75, and it is a far cry from the beginning of this millennium, when, according to the same publication, the average ticket price for the top 100 tours in North America in 2000 was around $40.
Ooh-ah!
There are several contributing elements at play here. One of the reasons for this is that concert ticket prices have a tendency to go up when an artist's popularity grows. This is due to the fact that more people are willing to pay good money to see them perform, which allows them to charge higher prices for tickets. In recent years, there has been a general trend toward more elaborate stage setups and special effects, both of which have contributed to an increase in the production costs associated with live concerts. So, that's one other reason why fans who want to attend an event will often be required to pay more for tickets as a result of an increase in the event's production costs. And then, let's talk about the services.
Have you ever heard the expression, the customer is always right?
That's not our policy.
Just think about the price tags attached to the various services. A lot of ticket providers and resellers add additional service costs on top of the original ticket price. They might vary from company to company, but due to the addition of these fees, there is a possibility that the overall cost of a concert ticket will go up by a large amount. In the last 10 years, there has been a notable rise in the practice of ticket reselling on the secondary market, as well as scalping, which means purchasing a large quantity of tickets with the intention of reselling them for a profit. It's true that ticket scalpers have been around for decades, waiting outside venues with stacks of tickets for sale.
$1,000 for the deuce.
Scalping is still a serious problem in the concert industry, despite the fact that there are regulations in place to ban it in some states and municipalities.
2 lawmakers have introduced separate bills targeting scalpers and bot users.
However, since the development of the internet, online ticket exchange organizations such as StubHub and Verified Tickets by Ticketmaster have made the process of buying, selling, and upselling tickets simple and trustworthy. This also led to a rise in the cost of concert tickets, especially for performances that were in particularly high demand. And when concert promoters realized that fans were buying tickets on the secondary market for much more than the initial price, they began to raise the price of the tickets themselves. Recently, there has also been a dynamic ticket pricing model like the one that Ticketmaster is using. The algorithm behind dynamic pricing, which is similar to what the airlines offer, is becoming more and more popular in the concert world. As a result, the cost will vary greatly depending on when and where you want to sit. Tickets to see Taylor Swift on her Eras tour were selling for as much as $4,549 due to dynamic pricing, and resale prices have increased to more than $32,000 per seat since Ticketmaster halted sales, citing a supply and demand problem according to TMZ and other major media outlets.
The line has stopped moving. The website fully crashed.
If you thought the stock market was the biggest crash of the year, think again, because Ticketmaster's website just went down in shambles.
Millions and millions of people rushing Ticketmaster to score pre-sale seats to that hottest tour of 2023, and their website crashed.
Ticketmaster has just
canceled the public sale for the tour.
What? No.
2 tickets for a Saturday show in New Jersey listed at more than $32,000 each.
The secondary ticket market was certainly able to flourish as a result of technological advancements. Last but not least, don't forget about the COVID-19 pandemic, which has further upset the balance between supply and demand by causing many events to be canceled or postponed. So what do you think? Do you think the market has reached its natural cap, or that prices will continue to grow? Let us know your thoughts in a comment below. And now, let's see what we can do about it. Always check the box office first. This might seem outdated in this day and age, but as silly as it may sound, if you can easily get to a physical venue, this is a great way to cut out unnecessary costs like booking fees and service charges, and could be your best bet at purchasing a ticket at face value before it gets resold. And since there's a lot of variety, different artists, different prices and different venues, the more popular the show, the more critical it is to begin with a primary seller like Ticketmaster, or better yet, a physical box office. Another thing you can do is sign up for mailing lists and newsletters. This way, you'll be the first to know about your favorite artist's tour. We'd recommend signing up for the artist-owned mailing list as well as Ticketmaster's. Many artists will have pre-sales through Ticketmaster's verified fan pre-sale. This usually first becomes available through an artist's website or fan club. They will link to the registration, and you will sign in with your Ticketmaster account. Also, Spotify occasionally sends concert recommendations in your local area that have been personally tailored for your musical taste, depending on the genres of music you usually listen to on their platform. Oh, and don't forget to check your phone carrier and credit card for special rates. Among the many incentives these companies use, this is a big one. They'll usually partner with ticket websites to give their users first access or discounts. There are also some decent options if you are a little late in the game and must resort to the secondary market. Try platforms like StubHub, TickPick, Vivid Seats, Songkick, Gold Star, or VetTix to name a few. The latter provides discounted tickets for troops. Don't bother writing them down, we'll link them in the description below. But don't forget, even here, timing is everything. Don't wait too long, you will only get a good deal in the first few hours. After that, the prices will rise.
Sir, yes, sir!
In conclusion, we are talking about a combination of factors. All of these factors combined have made concert tickets more and more expensive over the last decade. But, people are still willing to shell out money to see their favorite musicians perform live even though ticket prices continue to rise, and it's not surprising. There is something magical about being in the same room as the people who are responsible for creating the music that you love. It's almost like being a part of the magic yourself. Thanks for watching this.